I would never, ever
touch a burning dog.
I don't promote violence.
Okay.
But when you watch like this Batman State Farm thing,
Oh boy,
I'm like, I understand why people are starting to CEOs because
yeah, dude, your
this is where the money is going.
Your company has so much fucking you have so much fucking money that you can afford to team with a bankrupt fucking movie studio, by the way, who just got rid of fucking all the old Looney Tunes, you fucking fucksticks.
Every day I pray for Warner Brothers collapse.
Go get
Every
physical
day.
media, by the way. But and Jason Bateman gets roped into it, and they get to mention his really fucking famous podcast with that dude from
Will
and Grace and fucking Will and
yeah, I know what you're talking about. I want to be clear. I've always loved Jason Bateman as an actor. He was for the longest time my favorite actor. He's like in my short list of like if he's in it, I want to watch it. Even I am like, I can't handle this shit.
Let me just say one thing very clearly. I know that very successful people get there by working hard, and that when they get to the top or when they get to a level where they don't have to work as hard, it's hard to stop. The Rock is a great example.
Yeah.
The Rock needs to take a fucking vacay.
Hey, you've made enough money.
And to be really honest,
Dwayne.
I'd be okay with Bateman taking a vacation. You know what I mean? He's done a lot of great fucking projects, and I love seeing him since he's a little kid.
No, and I love that he's also, but this part of his career.
But even this is like, you got to be shitting me, dude.
Well, it's funny he's going back to this because I'm not dissecting a fucking ad.
No.
But it is weird.
But there was a lot of fucking money spent on it.
Well, I'm just saying that Bateman is starting to get a renaissance in his career because he's starting to do more dramatic roles. Because he started out doing Little House on the Prairie with his sister and stuff, and like then he got, because he is a very funny guy and very dry.
Yeah.
He got a reputation being in comedies, and so now he's like turning it around in his career and doing a little bit more dramatic roles.
Yeah.
So, like, that's what I mean. Like, I mean, like, I'm more interested in him doing that, and then to see like him get to this level of like doing a fucking insurance commercial. And look, I'm not here to dog on actors for taking commercials. Make your money.
I get it.
He probably had to pay for a fucking bathroom or something. Yeah, make your money. I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm more upset that a bullshit industry like insurance.
Yes.
Has someone like State Farm teaming up with an artistic endeavor. Good God. Endeavor. Words, Jake. But my point is this. Batman shouldn't be anywhere near fucking State Farm.
No.
DC should not be anywhere near that. And I know they won't because they're owned by Warner Brothers and they're just like every other fucking shithouse corporation.
Well, it's synergy is how they got around
the Target commercial.
There used to be a lawsuit against. There used to be a law against that. I can't remember what it was called, but companies started using the buzzword synergy to describe these types of ad campaigns, which should be illegal. But yeah, whatever.
And like, yeah, when you're watching something like, look, I was mooching off of my in-laws to watch Disney Plus, and because God forbid Disney Plus needs more money, and I want to talk about this show,
fucking thief,
and I want to watch this show, so I'm like,
fucking thief,
all right, fine, I'll do the fucking 4 months for $2.99, and I just figured that if it was $2.99 and they're gonna up the price to $10.99, I'm like, oh, it's probably the ad tier. I'll deal with it. It's 4 months. I'll just
fucking deal with it.
I'll just cancel it after 4 months, whatever.
Yeah.
Because I might. Andor should be over by the time it runs out, I think. But anyway, so I might have to keep it for Andor. Fuck. I'll bump it up to the ad-free. I'm sick of this shit.
I'll fucking do it.
So, point is, like these shows are not designed for ad breaks like they used to be for traditional broadcast and cable. So, they're like the moment where Punisher and Daredevil have their big confrontation, air gets sucked out of that room when you're watching it because it cuts to the Bateman shit from State Farm, and we saw it like 3 or 4 times.
Here's my issue. Okay, now you've got to give me if you're gonna fucking give me an ad tier, You got to give me fair ad stuff. Now, they fucking know damn well that episode 4 of Daredevil is going to be watched by a ton of people, so they're going to load it up with 7 fucking hour or minute, almost 2-minute ad breaks.
Every ad was at least 90 seconds.
Like, yeah, at least, right? They're gonna load it up, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, fair. I guess.
Whatever. I'll just fucking go take a shit or piss or whatever.
I can go on to Roku, which is the free channel, and watch, say, news radio, right? And maybe every couple episodes I get an ad break, and it's like a 2-minute ad break.
Tubi's not terrible with their ads,
right? Because they know that it's based on who's watching and how many eyes you have on it, and that's why our society is going to collapse. Is because we're not making anything anymore. We're just fucking making stuff to get people's eyes on stuff.
Well,
and that's what's generating money.
You know
and
what,
jobs.
Tyler,
we're fucked.
Tyler, if I'm paying for an ad,
side of the bed.
If I'm paying for an ad free or an ad tier, fine,
sure.
And like you're saying with like the ads, like
but make it appropriate.
Like I didn't finish it because it was late at night. And I need to rewatch it because I really do want to finish it. I started watching Nosferatu on Peacock.
Yeah,
and when you watch a movie on Peacock, it's like a minute 60 of seconds of ads, and then that's it. And then you watch the movie. I would much rather them front load with like 4 minutes of ads.
Fuck yeah.
And then I can just watch the rest of my show.
And here's
because in that 4 minutes, I could cook something, I could take a piss, I could brush my teeth, I could do so many
things. The other thing too, is you're talking about appropriate ad breaks.
Yeah.
In these sitcom shows, yes, they were aired on network TV. They all have scheduled ad breaks. It's very clear when they go to a break, right? They fade to black. Then they fade back
every
up,
15
right?
minutes.
Or whatever, right?
Yeah. It shouldn't be, you could time it out.
Shouldn't be that hard for an AI fucking system to, you know what I mean? They will give you an ad break in the middle of a fucking joke. And you're like, why? Like, now I've seen these shows a billion times, so I know what the joke is. I could tell it to you.
Damn, I didn't know I was so fucking cool.
But I could write it down right now and you would laugh.
You would know.
You would laugh.
Like, that's fucking funny.
That's fucking great. But no, but you know what I mean?
I'm fucking cool.
I watch a lot of TV. But you know what I mean? Like,
I watch a lot of TV. I have a lot of free time.
I'm saying, like, you could make ad appropriate.
Yeah.
Anyway, but so fuck you, State Farm, and fuck you.
Well, it's like
WB, and
just
put it back up. Why are you putting it over there?
I don't know.
We're gonna talk about it.
I wasn't saying I want to talk about it right now because you made it. I made a joke about it with you. I was like, honestly, I'll sit back to watching Marina. I was being like, you know what, Maria Menounos isn't that bad,
man. Fucking shit. I thought she was gonna pop up in the Bateman commercial at the end of it. You know.
But I'm pretty sure there's at least 5 ads.
Oh, and the guy who was in all the State Farm ads, and that great story how right before he got that job, he was living in his car on the street. Okay, so he was just an actor, right? And he wanted to be an actor. That's great. And don't get me wrong, you get this fucking amazing opportunity, and wow, holy shit, you kind of made it, right? Okay, that's a great story. But the system that caused you to have to live in your car is exactly what's paying you now. And I know damn well that the idea of biting the hand is so fucking unfathomable, and it would be to me too. But I gotta be honest, man. You could do a lot in your role as the State Farm spokesman. Maybe not. Maybe they have you. I mean, maybe they're just like, well, if you.
Wait, what about the Bundle-Rooski?
Off panel, off topic with Jake and Tyler.